Hi, thank you for joining us today. My name is Rodney West. I am a senior Atlassian consultant at ISOS Technology. I'm joined by our Director of Service Delivery, Sean Parchman. We're going to be discussing how to use Jira Service Management to streamline your workflows.
That's a great question. What we see most often is the inflexibility of possibly other systems. What I love about Jira and what our clients love about JSM is that you don't have to conform to the tool. The tool gets to conform to your processes. You can build the workflow directly on or against the process flow that your clients work with. It's very powerful in that way.
And this kind of addresses, like some of the stuff whenever I first come in, where you're using like the combination spreadsheets, email, phone, right? Somebody sends an email, somebody makes a phone call, and then somebody tosses in the magic spreadsheet that's out there, right? You can go, okay, our workflow is we put it here and then somebody works on it and we update a column. That's not really a workflow, right? That doesn't really account for the nuance of, okay, it has to go to this person for approval, or it has to go to this development team, or whatever. That's one of the problems you run into is you're using these tools for intake that really don't support the life cycle of a request. It goes, oh, it's here, and somebody has to manually update it. We don't know what it is. There's no visibility. There's no rigor or organizational process put around that.
Yeah, even down to the request type, the kind of request that's coming in that's been asked of the team. They can actually follow different flows based on different criteria. So, as Rodney said, a spreadsheet certainly can't do that. But we know that every type of request that comes in probably has different criteria, different mandates to go through, different people need to touch that. And Jira Service Management allows you to customize that internally.
So I think one of the key things, right, is we go in, we start off all these engagements. We try to get some of the stakeholders and the people who are experiencing the pain points and basically the primary drivers to talk through what their process is. And one of the interesting things that always comes out of that is if you haven't codified your processes yet, you're just using like the spreadsheet model, spreadsheet email intake mechanism, you're going to have some contention there in those discussions if you have multiple people from the clients because they understand the process differently. And that's because you haven't codified that workflow in a lot of cases. And so that's kind of one of the first things is you kind of figure out a way to come to consensus on that and then codify that into a Jira workflow. So this is how the requests actually make it through. And maybe everybody's been using the same name. These are actually different requests that have some different processes that may be required. And it also, it helps you to locate like problematic bottlenecks and stuff you may not be aware of. And those discussions they're always enlightening for the client teams that you're working with on this.
Absolutely. The thing I really like, our team gets to come in and really understand your business and your business process, and we can really help define that workflow and help you build exactly what you need and at the right depth, not too deep where the process is going to be painful, but there's also, we help you with that happy medium to make sure the process is efficient and you get through and capture just the amount of information you need.
I think it's that standardization, right? It comes down to once things are implemented in JSM, there removes that ambiguity on how does this go, or how were these requests fulfilled. You can actually look at the workflows inside of the system and you go, okay, this is the process we go through. This is where we need approvals. This is where we do a handoff from the development team to somebody who has to review these, or whatever the specific request type takes. So it takes these concepts that may have been fragmented or may not have had a complete consensus, and it makes it to where you can actually point to those at the organizational level and go, okay, this is how we're handling these. So it provides that standardization and governance on top of those processes. As far as fulfilling those requests, that takes a lot of work off the hands of the technical teams that are using JSM because they don't have to worry about that process. They worry about getting a solution based on process.
I can't agree more. The standardization is key in this. Everybody's talking the same language. Everybody's doing the same thing. Nomenclature is similar. And it helps you scale as well. So this might not be your only service desk. You might have a couple of teams using service desk. And the information that you're capturing and the nomenclature that you're using and the visibility into the process really helps the efficiency and the reporting for your management and everybody else. Thanks for your interest today in streamlining your workflows with Jira Service Management. If you want more information, come see us at isostech.com.